Hey everyone, my name is Elo Bandit, and today I'm going to be laddering in OU doubles with my Sturdy Shedinja team. For a full breakdown of the team I'm using, check out my explanation video, which I will link in the description. Alright, jumping into the first battle, it looks like he's got some interesting stuff. Looks like Mummy Slacking, Beat Up Justified, and some sort of Paraflinch. If he leads with Mummy Slacking, I should be fine to start with Audino Carbink. Beat Up and Justified isn't really a threat once I've got Sturdinja up. But if he does lead with Beat Up Justified, it would be better to start off with Skuntank. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to be safe. I'm going to go Audino Skuntank. And it's actually going to be the only thing I really didn't expect. Aggron and Dunsparce lead. That's very interesting. I'm just going to... I'll Protect and Memento since I do not need Skuntank at all. Yep, I'm totally fine to do that. Skuntank is useless, and I can just bring in Carbink and go from there. So let's see. He's going to get the attack drop. Heavy Slam. Oh, he's trying to paralyze me. That's fine by me. I'm totally cool with being paralyzed. I'm the one setting up a Trick Room. So I will... Ooh, should I set up a Trick Room, though? 8594. Maybe I shouldn't. Although, I doubt it's a minimum speed, so I am going to set up a Trick Room. I should be fine to do that, yep. Okay, so here comes Whimsicott. He's going to paralyze my Carbink, which is totally fine. If this Whimsicott has Leech Seed, that's going to really, really suck. So I'm just going to hope that it doesn't, and I'm going to switch into Shedinja. Entrainment and Paralyze Audino. Energy Ball is going to do nothing at all. I am a little bit worried that this thing could still have Leech Seed, so I'm going to switch directly into Thundurus, and I'm just going to Protect, just to be safe. There's nothing I'm losing here. Yeah, so if she has Leech Seed, Thundurus can just taunt. I believe he will be slower than Whimsicott since we're in a Trick Room, so that'll work out. Encore. Okay, that's interesting. Rock Slide's gonna miss. I'm going to... The only thing that has status, I think, would be a Cophagrigus with Will-O-Wisp. But that's not a threat right at this moment, so I'm going to taunt the Whimsicott because Whimsicott is annoying, and Swords Dance. And, okay, here comes Aggron again. Rock Slide is going to miss again. Wow, okay, that's fine. I mean, this Lakitu, this Thundurus is pretty tanky, and he can... Oh, there's the forfeit. So that is game 1. Okay, hopping into the next battle. This guy has some seriously hard-hitting stuff. I actually think it might be smart to go for Memento, because I know that Megalopony can one-shot Audino with High Jump Kick. So I'm going to start with Audino and Skuntank. And he's going to lead with Deoncé and Dragonite. That's not too bad for me. Dragonite's probably going to set up, but I can Memento it immediately. And I can just Protect with Audino. I could taunt Dragonite, but it's probably not worth it, so I'm just going to go straight for Memento. Once I've got Sturdinja up, there's not a whole lot that can hit me. I think Delphox could have Will-O-Wisp, but other than that, I'm not worried. Probably a Banded Dragonite would be my guess. But with that attack drop, I think I should be perfectly fine. I can go for Skill Swap and Trick Room, because they're definitely faster. He's going to switch out into a Azumarill, who I'm sure can definitely hurt my Carbink, but I don't need Carbink anymore. I am fine to go straight for Entrainment into Shedinja. His Deontay is probably going to Earth Power or Diamond Storm. His Azumarill is probably going to Aqua Jet. What he really should have done is focus down the my Audino instead of my Carbink, but oh well. So Waterfalls, of course, aiming for Carbink. It's going to do nothing to Shedinja, and Diamond Storm does nothing. Thunder Wave onto Shedinja, and I can start setting up with Swords Dance. Um, yeah, I think once I get Thunder Wave, there is nothing on his team that is at all threatening. He's got no Mold Breaker, he's got no Infestation, no Leech Seed. So Swords Dance, I bet, oh, he just switched into Delphox. I bet that thing does have Will-O-Wisp, but now he cannot use it. I'm going to Protect and Swords Dance again. Boost my attack up. He is using Calm Mind. I don't really know why. Okay, so he switched back. Probably just wants to start hitting everyone else. I'm guessing he's going to Fake Out or High Jump Kick. I'm going to switch. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to Protect, and if that works, then he will Crash if he uses High Jump Kick, and that's always funny to watch. But no, it's actually going to be Fake Out onto Shedinja, going to do nothing at all. Interesting. I'm going to switch into Trevenant so I can get another Trick Room up, and if he tries to High Jump Kick, that's going to go straight through. And I'll Shadow Claw the Diancie, however you pronounce it. It's not really a threat, but with its special attack boosts, it is going to probably do some damage to my other team members. And generally, I like to have them alive too. Although in this battle, it really doesn't make that much of a difference, because, like I said, he's got nothing that can really hit me. So I should be totally fine. He's taking his time, he's probably super confused, or he understands perfectly and is just annoyed. Yep, he's just out of options here. Okay, so I go into Trevenant, and it's a Silk Scarf, actually. So, meant for normal types. Circle Throw isn't going to affect me, of course. It doesn't affect Shedinja either, which is awesome, unlike Dragon Tail. I'm going to go... Actually, you know what I could do is I could use Worry Seed on the Dragonite to get rid of its multi-scale. Take it out in one hit with Shadow Claw. Fire Punch is going to do a good amount. Outrage, of course. I've got Sturdy. Inner Focus. Interesting. Maybe he just really didn't want to be faked out. Alright, well, it doesn't really make that much of a difference. In comes Azumarill. I will Trick Room and Shadow Claw. And I'm not sure if +4 Shadow Claw can take out an Azumarill. I think it's really, really close. It depends on his EV spread. But it really doesn't matter either way at this point. He's taking his time. He's out of options. There's nothing he can really do. He actually has Mawile in the background. Standard Mawile isn't that fantastic, since, of course, it doesn't have huge power. But I have seen it work. It's not very popular in doubles, though. Neither is his Delphox. That is not something you see in doubles a lot. Okay, so I'm actually gonna get flinched. Or no, I'm not gonna get flinched. I was paralyzed. Okay, that's fine. Doesn't really make a difference. So Waterfall is gonna do a lot. Here I can Will-O-Wisp, get a little bit of damage, Shadow Claw. Hopefully I'll take out his Azumarill on this turn. Aqua Jet is almost going to take me down, and I get a crit. Shadow Claw does have a high crit chance. And Will-O-Wisp is going to miss. And Trevenant goes down, and I'm free to bring in Audino, I guess. Yep. There's his Air Balloon Mawile. That is not something you see very often. Alright. I'm going to go... I'm just going to protect, and I will Shadow Claw the Mawile. No, I will not. I will be paralyzed. Brick Break, Circle Throw. I should just go into Thunderous to take no damage. Same thing, Shadow Claw onto Mawile. And that's going to completely decimate the Mawile. Circle Throw is even going to miss. Not that it would have done any damage at all. Delphox comes out, and I'm free to knock off and Shadow Claw. That's, of course, going to take it out in one hit. And knock off is going to do a good chunk of damage. Silk Scarf gone. Facade isn't going to do very much without Silk Scarf. And Secret Power, and that is good game. And he forfeited. Alright, good game to him. Okay, right into the next battle. We see he's got what looks like a sand team. The real threats here are actually not Tyranitar, because I do have safety goggles on Shedinja, so weather isn't an issue. Garchomp is going to have recoil damage, but I can get around that with Secret Power. I am going to start with Skuntank because I know that, what's his name? Conkeldurr can one-shot, or not one-shot, but he can Drain Punch, Mach Punch, and take out Audino. But he did not lead with that. He instead led with Genesect and Rotom Wash. Genesect does have Flash Cannon, which is super obnoxious. Maybe if I Memento it, I can force it out. Oh, Iron Head. That is interesting. Okay, and of course Will-O-Wisp on the Rotom Wash, which I'm not worried about because Audino is a lot slower than Rotom. So I'm good to bring in... I could Will-O-Wisp with Trevenant, but... I'm probably fine to go straight into Carbink. Skill Swap and Trick Room. And I am using Safeguard on Carbink, not because I'm super worried about like Will-O-Wisp right after, because Audino is so slow. It's mostly for the couple things that are slower. Things like Cofagrigus, which is slower than Audino, and it will hit Will-O-Wisp onto Shedinja beforehand. Also, if for whatever reason I don't want to set up Trick Room, if both of my opponents are slow, then it's generally a safe option if I know that there is going to be a status incoming. For now, he's probably weighing his options. I bet he's going to Iron Head onto Carbink and do a significant chunk of damage. and probably Will-O-Wisp or Hydro Pump with Rotom Wash. He does have a decent chance of KOing Carbink this turn if he double focuses, but it's probably more likely that. Oh, no, he just forfeited. Okay. All right, then. Okay, next battle. We see what looks like it could be a rain team here. I think so with Rain Dish or Swift Swim, Thunder, Dry Skin, Water Move, Storm Drain, and another Swift Swim. So this is definitely a rain team, which means it might not be a bad idea to start off with Skuntank for Sunny Day. Um, he doesn't have Politoed, so we'll just see how this goes. He's got his Ludicolo and Swagnazone. I like the names. Protect, Sunny Day. Hopefully I will be slower and the Sunny Day will go second. That would be ideal. He's going to do what? Rain Dance, Sunny Day. Okay, perfect. Flash Cannon. Okay, he does have Flash Cannon. However, he doesn't have anything with these two that looks like it could hit Shedinja. So I think I should be perfectly fine to do this. Electro Web. That is very interesting. Okay, I am perfectly fine to use Protect and Trick Room here. Flash Cannon will definitely KO Carbink. Actually, you know what I should do? I know almost for sure that he's going to Flash Cannon Carbink, and I know that Shedinja will not take damage from Flash Cannon, so I'm going to switch into Shedinja, and he will do nothing. Oh my goodness, he has Leech Seed. Okay. It is a very good thing that he Leech Seeded Dino instead of Carbink that turn. That means I have to switch into Lakitu immediately, and it means I have to protect. It's really obnoxious because a lot of Pokemon, a lot of grass types can learn Leech Seed, and very few actually end up running it, and it is always a surprise when one of them does. So Leech Seed is going to, of course, be protected. Flash Cannon is going to do nothing. I'm really not sure why I use Flash Cannon there. Taunt onto Ludicolo and Swords Dance. She's going to Ice Beam, but Thunder is going to not quite take me out. I got Citrus Berry. Citrus Berry is not really going to give me all that much. I do want this Ludicolo out of the game as soon as possible, but I'm also worried that his Cradily will have Toxic. So I'm going to Thunder Wave, and I'm going to go straight for a Shadow Claw. This will probably be a 2-hit KO. Oh, no, he's going to switch out into a Azumarill. Thunder is definitely going to take me out. Shadow Claw is going to do a significant chunk to Azumarill, who is not Citrus Berry. Interesting. I can either go into Trevenant, or I can go into Skuntank and Sunny Day. I'm going to Sunny Day. That sounds like the best course of action to me. I'll Swords Dance again. And I do have Taunt on this Skuntank, so if Ludicolo comes back out... Screen dimmed for a second there. Okay, I've actually got low battery here. Um, Not a problem. Sword stance, knock off. Okay, so he knocked off my safety goggles, but that is totally fine. Um, I am cool to. I don't want a memento. I don't want to get rid of Skuntank. Um, because it does have taunt, which is nice. So I'm gonna switch right into Trevenant, try and get a Trick Room up, and I'm going to Sword Stance one more time. Max out my attack stat. Assault Vest, Weakness Policy. Aqua Jet's gonna do nothing. Flash Cannon's gonna do a little bit. Sword Stance. Okay. Now I can Trick Room. Now I can Shadow Claw. And let's see what he does. His best option here would be to go back into Ludicolo, which does have Leech Seed and can take out Shedinja. The only thing is, yeah, let's see. So I do get Trick Room off, and this is perfect because now I can actually use Forest Curse on Shedinja, and Leech Seed will do nothing, and I don't have to take that risk that I'll be paralyzed and like if I had to taunt him, I would have to protect, and there's always the chance he'll get paralyzed. But I don't have to take that risk. I can just go straight for Shadow Claw onto Magnezone. Yeah, see, I'm paralyzed. But Force Curse goes on. Flash Cannon takes out my wonderful Whomping Willow. Leech Seed's actually going to miss. Not that it really matters, because I am Grass type now, thanks to Force Curse. Trick Room has 4 whole turns left, so I'm not concerned about getting another one up yet. In comes Audino, just going to protect, going to Shadow Claw Magnezone. Kingdra comes out, going to be knocked down to Sturdy. Flash Cannon going to be protected. And I am going to... I'll just go for a double protect. Get rid of this Magnezone. Yep, he's out of options now. I'm fully set up, and nothing can really hit me anymore. Attack's gonna fail. Oh, he has Clear Smog. That is obnoxious. Well, he's just making it last a little bit longer, but I don't see Clear Smog very much. That's not a very popular move, but whatever works for him, I guess. I doubt that Kingdra has any form of recovery, so I'm cool to just take it out. Yep. Alright. Now I can switch into Carbink in hopes of getting another Trick Room up. And I can finish off this Kingdra with another Shadow Claw. Surf is going to land, do some damage. Drain Punch is going to not take it out yet. I actually get paralyzed there, unfortunately. Another Shadow Claw. Hopefully we'll be able to take it out this turn. Toxic Croak, Swords Dancing. Okay, that's fine. I'm not really concerned about what he's going to do. Kingdra's down. He's out of options. He's got his Ludicolo. He's got his Cradily. In comes Cradily. I'll maybe get a Trick Room up, maybe not. Doesn't really matter. I'll get a Swords Dance up. Stockpile Cradily. Alright. Protect and Shadow Claw. Gonna try and take this thing out before it boosts its defense too high. Battery is running low, unfortunately. I will grab my charger after this battle. If you can hear the piano in the background, that's my idiot brother, who I specifically asked not to bother me while I recorded this. But that's little brothers for you. Drain Punch, 4 times attack is definitely going to take me out. That's fine. He no longer has Clear Smog. I can actually just Memento the Toxicroak, not that it really makes a difference, but I'm going down anyway. And I'll Swords Dance up again. He's just confused and sad and just hating life right now because there's nothing he can do but prolong the inevitable. I'm gonna start the timer because he's taking forever. Drop his attack. Not that it makes any difference at all. Carbink coming out. I'll protect. One more Swords Dance, maybe. Battery low? Yes, I know. I'll get there. Protect again, and Shadow Claw. Get rid of this Cradilly. From the Toxicroak. Alright, next battle. So on this, we are seeing some redirection, some fake out, and an annoying looking Whimsicott. So that means I'm definitely going to have to start with Thundurus. And let's see what he leads with. It will be Togekiss and Arcanine. So in that case, I'm going to taunt the Togekiss because I really don't want Follow Me to be an issue. And his Arcanine can do whatever it wants. It's going to Toxic Arcanine, and Thunderwave Togekiss. That is a very interesting combination. I'm going to skill swap and switch into Carbink. Toxic's can come, Air Slash, fine. Now I can Protect and Trick Room. And even though he has Toxic, it doesn't matter because my Audino is slower and it will get Thunderwave off before Toxic lands. Assuming, of course, that he doesn't use Toxic on this next turn that I switch in, which is unlikely because he did just use Toxic on Carbink. And this is still low on the ladder, so I'm not really concerned with this guy being an amazing predictor. I'm going to Entrainment and bring out Shedinja. If I was really weird, I could have Safeguard, but I don't think he's going to Toxic here. Yep, he's going to Flare Blitz Audino. That's totally fine. Audino can go down, and I have Thundurus to use Thunderwave. Thunderwave right there. Swords Dance. And should be good to go. From here on out, the only thing that I see being a problem is either a Rocky Helmet out of nowhere or Mold Breaker Mega Gyarados, but unless, yeah, or Whimsicott Leech Seed, but I kind of doubt it has that. In the meantime, I'm going to knock off. I don't think the Togekiss has a Rocky Helmet, but I have seen Rocky Helmet Togekiss before. And that, of course, will knock me out. But I think I'll be fine. for now. He's switching out into Whimsicott and Charcoal. Critical hit. Okay, I go down. Hopefully, this Whimsicott does not have Leech Seed. You know what I bet it does have is Encore, and it's planning to Encore me into Sword Stance. And I really don't want that to happen. So I'm going to send in Carbink to take its Prankster away with Skill Swap. And I'm not going to Sword Stance, I'm going to Shadow Claw the Whimsicott. And it had Leech Seed. Dang, that is really, really too bad. Alright, so I'm going to go down to that. And that is going to be game. Good game to him. I can just play it out. Help him kill me a little bit faster. I'll give him back his ability and force Curse so I can take more damage. Come on, man, you won. You won. Just kill me. He's really taking his time. Yeah. Normally you don't see Whimsicott running Leech Seed as much. It's usually Encore, Protect, Helping Hand, Light Screening, or Taunt. Leech Seed just isn't something you see a whole lot, mostly because Whimsicott just isn't that tanky. It's not a really great Leech Seeder or a Sub-Seeder. Yeah, so I'll bring in my Skuntank. Nothing to do. I'll Safeguard, Memento, and Flare Blitz will take me out. He's actually going to hit my Skuntank. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. All right, so that's one of the things that can definitely beat the strategy is just strange things that you don't expect. Weird Rocky Helmets on people, weird people with Leech Seed. That's the main crux of this team. All right, for this next one, it looks like it's going to be some sort of Trick Room stuff with a Ferrothorn. I'm not sure exactly what this guy's planning, but it looks not very nice. I'm going to start off with Lakitu Thundurus because I want to taunt whatever setup he's got here. Probably a Trick Room Bronzong, which means Protect and Taunt. And I'll go ahead and start the timer. Yeah, I guess it's some sort of Trick Room, Aegis Slash, minimum speed. I don't know. Let's see. So Dazzling Gleam, Klefki. Yep, he definitely tried to Trick Room. I'm going to go into Carbink. And Explosion is going to do a little bit of damage, but Bronzong doesn't have very much attack. He really didn't need to explode there. And I'm considering, is it worth it for me to set up my own Trick Room? And I'm thinking probably not, because the only real threat is the Ferrothorn, and it is slower than my Trevenant. So I'm not going to set up a Trick Room. I'm going to go straight into my Shedinja. And I will be fine. He's going to do that. And I don't think... Oh, okay, he forfeited. Alright, well that works. Alright, this will probably be the last video I record. This guy's got what looks like a Sun team here, so that means I'm good to start off with my Thundurus. And he actually starts Conkeldurr Drapion, which really sucks for me because I know that Conkeldurr can take out Audino. So I'm actually going to Protect and switch into Skuntank so I can Memento the Conkeldurr. Because even though it can't one-shot, it can two-shot with Drain Punch and Mach Punch, which is really annoying to play against. Also, this way I have my Thundurus at full health for whatever. Oh, okay, well, Drapian's going to Swords Dance. That is really, really unfortunate. I'm going to try and double protect and Memento, and let's see what happens. All right, so I get the protect. Poison Jab's going to do nothing. Memento goes off. Drain Punch is going to do nothing, and I'm free to bring in Carbink and go from here. Skill swap, Trick Room. Let's see what happens. Okay, he's going to Swords Dance again. That's interesting, and he didn't even go for Audino. Okay, well that's fine by me. That means I get a free entrainment onto Shedinja, and there's not a whole lot he can do. Looking over at his team, he's got the Garchomp with Rough Skin, and Venusaur could have Leech Seed. Fire Punch has a very small chance to burn, and Poison Jab also has a small chance to poison, but neither of them went off, which is very nice for me. I can Thunder Wave and prevent any status, and start Swords Dancing. Just Thunder Wave. Drain Punch is going to about half health onto Audino. Poison Jab, of course, isn't going to do anything. I can protect... Actually, I could... No, I'm fine. I'll just protect and Swords Dance. Yeah. Currently, the only things that can take me out are Leech Seed and Rough Skin. So as soon as this is over and done with, let's see. Nothing horrible there. I'm just gonna Thunder Wave the Conkeldurr, who's slower than everything anyway. Swords Dance another time. Ice Punch does nothing. Knockoff is going to get rid of my safety goggles, but I do not need them. And I'll just protect and Swords Dance again. His best move would probably be to switch, because he's not doing a whole lot with that Conkeldurr right now. Alright, yeah, he's going to go into Ninetales. Poison Jab will be blocked. Swords Dance. And I'm going to just try and let my Audino go down here, because I don't really need it anymore. And I would like to get a Trick Room up. So I'm just going to just protect, and I'm going to try and get that Drapion out of here. Okay, so Audino's out. Fire Blast is going to do nothing. And that's going to take off a nice chunk of his health. It is not very effective, but it doesn't really matter that much. I can bring in Carbink. I'm actually going to protect and Shadow Claw one more time because I know that Drapion's going to hurt, and I do want to get my Trick Room up. Aqua Tail, not that great of a move. It can be used for coverage, but I don't really ever use it. Okay, so Drapion is down and out. And in comes Venusaur. Now, if this thing has Leech Seed, that's really going to suck. I think what I'm going to do is Trick Room and Protect. And that way I will find out if it has Leech Seed. And if it does, then I still have a chance of taking. No, it doesn't. I'm sure it would have gone for leech seed that turn if it did, but I still am going to take it out with Shadow Claw. And that'll be a one-hit KO. Ninetales is going to stat boost, which is fine. And Garchomp comes out. It's fine. I'm going to switch to Trevenant and Secret Power so I don't get hit with the recoil. I really hope Ninetales doesn't Fire Blast. That would not be great. Oh, and it's actually a Mega Garchomp. That's interesting. Okay, in that case, it no longer has Rough Skin, and I'm fine to just hit it. I'll switch back to Carbink because he's using Dragon Claw. Oh, that doesn't matter. Yeah, I'll Shadow Claw Ninetales. And hopefully absorb his attack here. He's kind of got nothing really to do. He's out of options. Okay. So in comes Carbink, Ninetales goes down. Actually, oh, good prediction, I guess. Iron Head, not Dragon Claws. Well done by him. I can bring in Thundurus. And in comes Conkeldurr again. I'm just gonna knock off and Shadow Claw. There really is no worst case scenario right now. The win condition has already been met. There's nothing left he can do to win this one. But does he realize it? He's taking his time, I guess. Which is fine, you can take your time, but I think no matter what, you're not gonna win this one. Knock off, get rid of his black belt. Dragon Claw gonna do a solid chunk. And now I can switch Trevenant and Shadow Claw the Garchomp. I think he protected me again there. That's pretty good. Alright, in comes my Thundurus. In comes his Ninjask. I'm not sure exactly what a Ninjask is going to do in doubles, but we'll see. This guy is taking his time. I mean, he's only got one option here, is to send in Ninjask. It's not that hard of a decision. Alright, there's the Ninjask. And I can taunt it, because I don't want it substituting or anything. That would be annoying and take forever to kill. Taunt, Shadow Claw. And let's see what he's going to do. Yeah, he tried to substitute. So he's down and out. Now I can knock off Shadow Claw, and we're done here. Well, not quite. Paralyzed. Okay, that's fine. Knock off Shadow Claw, and that will be game. Unless I'm paralyzed again. Thunders goes down, and that is game, and that's going to be the end of this laddering session. Alright, I hope you all enjoyed. Stick around. Next time I can do the same thing. I can ladder with another gimmick. I have a couple more gimmick analyses coming out soon. I'm going to do a little bit more with fear and then some other stuff, and it will be very exciting. So stay tuned.